How do you lose belly fat? That is a good question. It's a common question. Essentially, you can't spot reduce fat. So you can't just target an area and say, I want to lose fat there or I want to lose fat there. The body doesn't work like that. To decrease fat, you've got to decrease your total body fat percentage. If you do it long enough, obviously, it'll eventually come off your gut or your legs or your thighs or your back or your man boobs, that kind of thing. Yeah, so unfortunately, you can't spot reduce fat, but fortunately, decreasing your total body fat percentage isn't that hard. All you have to do is get into calorie deficit. So basically, we take in a certain amount of calories per day and we burn in a certain amount of calories per day. We burn it through exercise, movement, just our body working, our body functioning, our brain working, our organs working, that kind of thing. And we burn it through metabolizing food as well, which isn't as much. But essentially, your body's burning a certain amount per day. If you eat below that, your body will experience a reduction in weight. Okay, if you're eating the right foods, if you're training properly, doing weights, doing high intensity sessions, the weight that you're burning will be fat, because if you're eating the right foods, you're lifting weights, you're forcing your muscles to grow, all the food that you need is going into your muscles, so the weight you're losing is fat. And that's how you decrease your overall body fat percentage. If you're in this calorie deficit, you do this week in, week out, your overall body fat percentage comes down, you'll eventually lose that fat around your gut. Yeah, sometimes and most often it's the last part to come off. So essentially, when people say 3 exercises to lose the belly fat and get shredded, it's just not possible. Basically, if you think about it, you've got your abs there, and there's a layer of fat over the top. Your abs are still there. They may not be as defined underneath because you haven't really worked on them, but they're still there. The muscle's there. The muscle just doesn't disappear. Yeah. So if you get rid of that layer of fat, obviously the abs will show underneath, yeah. And then if you work on them, if you do direct ab work, if you do hypertrophy work on them, if you do the 3 most effective exercises on them, that's when they'll grow. That's when they'll get more defined. But that's not possible until you get rid of the belly fat. Yeah. So how to get rid of belly fat? Decrease your overall body fat percentage. Same answer as normal. Always go into a calorie deficit. Eat the right foods. Train properly. It's as simple as that. More questions? Let me know. These are the same answers to most of these questions. You'll find the common theme is just establishing a calorie deficit. Yeah. Thanks for listening.